know that Sims 4 is getting a new Enchanted by Nature expansion pack, but brace for impact because we might also be getting a new game marketplace. So a friend of mine tagged me on this designer showcase. It was also purportedly designed with 6 game designers and 4 product owners from Electronic Arts. This apparently was showcased in 2024, so like I said, it could be just around the corner. It says a product designer for EA Marketplace, their first monetized platform for EA creators. Now, a little bit more details about this. My role: I am a UX designer for EA's new platform for The Sims Gallery for existing 3 million active users. Design a new platform experience to balance the conversion needs amongst developing social features. Really exciting stuff. As far as the approach, it needs to be designed to accommodate the existing needs of The Sims. The first franchise to adopt the platform, but ensure the design of new profiles, storefronts, and product pages were able to be applicable to all EA IPs for scalability. So to me, it sounds like they're actually testing this marketplace in The Sims, and potentially they're going to have a similar marketplace for other games going forward. Design social features such as liking, saving, commenting, and replying to strengthen community platforms. Also driving social engagement by implementing direct links for creators to personal storefronts from profiles for a seamless transition to e-commerce experiences. Created differentiated profiles for 2 distinct user types, both creators and players, within a platform housing 3 million monthly active Sims users and 70 million monthly active players, highlighting individual activities. Of course, they're also leveraging analytics for a monetized marketplace, focusing on metrics such as audience growth, engagement rates, and content performance. Now, honestly, this talk is not that uncommon in marketing, but do I want an actual storefront connected to Sims 4? Not particularly. And it also looks like there's a pop-up FAQ page too, so it does seem like there's a lot of parts to this new platform. Again, I don't know any details on how or when this is going to be implemented or what that marketplace is going to look like. However, we can look at some other games that I think they might be drawing from. One of the most prominent examples of a game with a marketplace, of course, is Minecraft, and trust me when I say they've mentioned Minecraft so many times in earnings calls, so I think this is possible. As you can see here, and you're probably somewhat familiar, from microtransaction skin packs to texture packs, mashup packs, there's also adventure maps and mini games too. In addition, I think The Sims could be eyeing this because you can also shop for other things such as merch, and you can click on news and of course the games. Potentially they're going to consolidate and have a full platform where they directly connect the marketplace. And of course, let's be honest, it's not just Minecraft that has something like this. In fact, my favorite Sims game has the cardinal sin of having a marketplace, the store. And to this day, I think this store is absolutely ridiculous. Yes, I will admit some of the content looks kind of interesting. I personally have never bought from it. I just think even though it offers flexibility, the prices are absolutely absurd. I will say Sims 4 kits are expensive, but I would argue Sims 3's store is even worse, particularly if you're looking at individual items. Of course, they do have sales, and kits for whatever reason don't tend to go on sale. That aside, I'm not really surprised if they're bringing something like this back. However, in this case, it does sound like they're more focused on monetizing creators' work, so that is an angle they are taking. One argument I could see for a store would be just to buy some worlds, since we don't have Create a World for Sims 4. Then again, we could just make a Sims 5 where we could actually create worlds, and I would be much happier. Although I could see them adding in-game buttons to take you directly to this new storefront. There's actually been research done on virtual storefronts and how in-game shops are designed to encourage consumption. Now, I'm not going to go through this full research article, I don't want to bore you, but I do find it highly interesting, and I will link it if you want to read it for yourself. However, this study concluded that various measures really encourage consumption without actually thinking about it. There's something called shop entanglement, commercial concealment, while potentially compromising informed decision making and awareness of actual costs. In-game shops are architected as a powerful monetization tool. However, it can be problematic, especially especially for younger players, I would say. All in all, I hope you enjoyed this video. I know it wasn't super cheerful, but I love looking behind the scenes and understanding what is going on. As always, please take care of yourselves. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.